what do we call that, right? We call that concealed fear, right? The concealed fear is when you want to express something that's on your heart, but you suppress it and you conceal it because of the backlash or the reaction that you think you may get in the conversation if it's brought up. Right. Remember, there's always in a marriage, a couple that's one spouse might be more aggressive in conversation than the other spouse, right? So
they may be more skilled,
or they may be skilled
in arguing,
right? So whatever the backlash is, it might come from the one that's more aggressive if the one that's not that aggressive has the issue, right? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep this inside until we get with our coaches, and then I'm gonna just give them the business of what I really feel. Hey, family. What's going on? Welcome to your authentic love marriage moment with who? Your favorite couple, Chaz
and Alicia. You usually say my name.
Beautiful wife, Alicia.
You go pause like
family. What's going on?
Hey y'all.
Welcome to your authentic love marriage moment with Chaz and Alicia. And hey, we want to thank you for even taking just a little bit of time out of your busy schedule, or if you're just strolling along to see us live, to see what we're talking about. Thank you for joining.
Yay!
I know we've had a long, extended
hiatus,
Thanksgiving break, but hey, all the celebrations, man, are just all into one. You know, my wife celebrating her birthday kind of just rolled over into the Thanksgiving week, so it was a humongous celebration to where we had to take a break to rest from the celebration. Don't you agree, babe?
I totally agree. You're right. We had to take a break.
We took a break. But hey, we're back, and we're going to finish up strong this year, 2024, this wonderful year that God has blessed us with. And, you know, hey, as
wait a minute, finish up 2023.
Finishing up 2023.
Yeah, you said 2024.
Well, I'm already into 2024. But we're finishing up 2023 strong, and we're going to roll right into 2024. You know, as the old folks used to say, if the Lord's willing.
Right. The way things going now, you don't know what's going on.
So this is going to be the last show that we're going to be giving you a little bit of excerpts from our book, Marriage Coaching 101 Daily Tools. Again, you can find it at those various websites that we've mentioned in our commercial. And we thank you in advance for your support.
We really do, yeah.
Okay. The book was pretty much based on our years of coaching couples and things that we've come up, things that we've learned, things that we've read, and we decided to put it all in a book.
101 daily applications.
101 daily applications that you can apply in your life that we still apply today.
To this day.
Right?
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder. To this day. Right.
To this day.
As you can see, we're happy to be back.
Yes.
So without further ado tonight, babe, what are we let's give out our birthday and anniversary shout outs.
Aunt Marion had a birthday. My brother in-law Jay had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Aunt Marion, my wonderful godmother, and happy birthday to my brother-in-law, Jay Marcus.
And anyone else that had a birthday that we might have missed, or if your birthday is in December, happy birthday and happy anniversary.
Yep, happy anniversary to all those couples that's out there that's celebrating.
And my niece Jayla had her birthday. She was a Thanksgiving baby. So happy belated birthday, Jayla.
To my niece Jayla, happy birthday to you. And we have a few more that's getting ready to come up in December that we know of. But hey, listen, if you are having a birthday, hey, if you're tuning into the show, give us your birthday, give us your anniversary, and we are going to shout it out. Comments. Put it in the comment section, and we'll shout it out
at the next
at the beginning of the show. We try to do this because we want to reference and acknowledge those who are listening to us, right? Because this is for you. So, without further ado, we're going to get to work, okay? Tonight, we're going to be coming from our book, Marriage Coaching 101 Daily Tools. And babe, what are we talking about tonight?
Suffering in silence.
Suffering in silence. Family, you would not believe some of the couples that we talk to. It's
that they don't even have a voice.
They don't have a voice, and the only time that they feel like they have a voice is when they talk to us,
and they'll wait
during our sessions, and
then they'll wait. Then they will. Well, I just wanted to bring this up in the session, Coach Chaz, Coach Alicia. Blase, and he. Well, what do you do? And we go. Why did you wait so long? You know, like our session may be every week or maybe every other week, or it all depends on the schedule of the client. So why did you wait so long? couple A in order to, sit down in front of your coaches. Well, I just felt more comfortable, and I didn't want to start an argument. I didn't want to ruffle anyone's feathers and all the stuff like that. And
and here's the thing: when there's a opportunity to grow, as we call it, comes up, it's like they don't talk for 24 to 48 hours. Right. Until it's time to actually talk to us.
Right. Especially if they know that they're coming in. Oh, well, we just wanted to wait until.
And you don't talk at all.
Right. Or they communicate, but it's surface level communication. One of our modules that we teach on communication, right? And we always talk about how surface level communication is like, what's for dinner? Did you pay the bill? We need more milk. We need more eggs. So those are like surface level communication.
Hello, family. We'll get back to the show in just a moment. But, however, this is our book, Marriage Coaching 101 Daily Tools. As you can see, we have 3 sites that you can purchase the book. ReaderHouse.com, Amazon.com, and Walmart.com for all your purchasing needs. Me and Alicia thank you in advance for purchasing our book.
And they're not those are forms of authentic communications, but they're surface level. They don't go under and they don't go deeper. Like what's for dinner? Okay, what's for dinner? Why is it always me cooking or asking the question what's for dinner? Either one spouse cooks or one spouse cooks too much, or the chore is not shared in. So it may be like in your mind you may be struggling with like, oh my God, I just hate when they always say what's for dinner, or hey, did you go pick up the kids, or am I getting the kids? Those type of things end up becoming, they surface level, but then they end up becoming an issue later on down the road. We speak to so many couples that said, well, you ain't have a problem with that like 5 years ago when we got married. You ain't have a problem with that 30 years ago. We spoke to 30. Well, you never even act like that in all these 30 years. And now all of a sudden, Alfred, you have this going on and you upset that I've been saying this. I've been doing this for the past 30 years.
And here again, what do we call that, right? We call that concealed fear, right? The concealed fear is when you want to express something that's on your heart, but you suppress it and you conceal it because of the backlash or the reaction that you think you may get in the conversation if it's brought up. Right. Remember, there's always in a marriage, a couple that's one spouse might be more aggressive in conversation than the other spouse, right? So
they may be more skilled,
or they may be skilled
in arguing,
right? So whatever the backlash is, it might come from the one that's more aggressive if the one that's not that aggressive has the issue, right? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep this inside until we get with our coaches, and then I'm gonna just give them the business of what I really feel. But you had all this time that passed. Right. You went to sleep, you woke up with this on your heart, and you were afraid to talk about it.
And you know what that it is concealed fear, 1, and then 2, it makes the other person feel like, well, dog, you couldn't even say nothing like, hey babe, how you doing? How's your morning? And then you just went on throughout the day. Well, one guy, he did say that he felt like that was deceptive. Like he was deceived. Like he was like, we went through this whole week. We didn't meet with you guys till Thursday. So it was Thursday to Thursday.
And I thought we had a great time, but we didn't even discuss that issue. And
they had went out,
had a great time, but dinner, that burning desire that was in one spouse, they were afraid to talk about it because they didn't want to mess up the mood. Mm-hmm. So we're getting ready to come from our book titled Suffering in Silence. Go ahead.
Right. So when you're suffering in silence, the book says it very plainly, do not suffer in silence. You have a voice in your marriage. That voice is communication. Effective communication requires 5 skills: listening, straight talk, nonverbal communication, stress management, because you're going to have to manage your stress level, and emotional control. Your spouse can listen more than he or she can speak. Here's a daily tool. Communicate by listening first to your spouse and then speak. Use these 5 skills and get to talking. Use those 5 skills. Those listening, straight talking, nonverbal communication, stress management, and emotional control.
So here again, right? When you use those skills, this is what we also coach as well. Set those rules in place before the conversation starts, right? If it's something that you really want to share on your heart, listen, I would love for you to I have something that I would like to share with you, but this is what I would like to happen in the conversation. Straight talk, nonverbal communication, stress management, and emotional control, right? When you put that in front first, then, possibly the spouse that you're going to be talking to, they will respect the boundaries or the rules up front, so they won't get emotionally involved, and they'll be able to listen more. Here's the key to conversation, right? Developing a listening ear.
That's what I was just going to talk about. Go ahead.
Right. When you develop that listening ear, you're able to learn. We had, oh my goodness, it took it took a while, and this is after
I'm being funny here,
this is after several sessions that we actually did with couples to learn this on our own, right? We're actually giving information to other couples, and we had to adhere to our own messages to develop an listening ear in our marriage.
Right. And so I'm gonna give a small definition, and I'm just gonna paraphrase it. One of the things about having a listening ear, this is in one of our modules that we teach. A listening ear is listening to respond, not listening to win the argument, or not listening like, oh, he said this, I'm gonna say this. You're listening to hear, and as you're listening, you are empathizing with your spouse and empathetically listening to them. So empathetically listening to your spouse, this is what you're doing. If he says, babe, I don't like the way that you stack the dishes in the dishwasher, right? But you're like, well, you could do it yourself. You could just go ahead and wash. That would be a response. But okay, babe, why don't you like the way? Yeah, because now I come and I'm wiping up water because it's splashing. It was not in there correctly or something like that. And then she go, I never seen water on the floor. No, you haven't seen the water on the floor, because I just come and I know if the dishwasher's on, I'm gonna go ahead and just mop and make sure that nobody's falling in. And so if you respond the way that I just responded, then you would never know the reason behind that, because usually it's a reason behind that for them not to, they're not telling you something to hurt you. More 9 times out of 10, but for when you're listening empathetically, you're listening to respond and not listening to win. Because you'd be like, it's just one thing he'll say, well, you never. So he'll go through everything he said and you pick out that one thing. I never, I never, so that's what I mean by listening empathetically. Straight talking. Just come out with it. Don't be being, well, you, cause he, come straight talk. You know what? Stop parking that big old truck in the garage, because when I got to get out and I have groceries, I'm squeezing by. I done dropped the eggs. I done dropped the spaghetti sauce. Straight talk. Just come out with it. Nonverbal communication is 86% communication. We're gonna find the correct number, but nonverbal communication is a lot. Like your spouse could be talking to you like on your cell phone. Your spouse could be talking to you. Sit down, little brat, little Johnny. You're not even giving them, eye contact. You watching the movie. He comes in here. The TV still loud. You're not even acknowledging that your spouse is speaking to you. Non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is read quicker than verbal communication. The other thing is stress management. You got to control stress. There are so many people.
So many.
That are checking up out of here
because of the stress. And here again, a lot of that is due to relationship type of stress. Right.
And then the last one is emotional control. Have emotional control. If you are very emotional, you need to set the atmosphere and the boundaries first, and before you even start this communication. Because if you he'll be like, it'll be one trigger word that'll set you on fire, and you have to have emotional control. Babe, let's talk. You have no idea how many women, when they hear that from their husbands or their significant other, hey, we need to talk, it sends them in a fury. They almost in a rage. What you mean? They sister girl, clapping and snapping his fingers and everything because it sends them into a rage. So have emotional control. Okay, babe, what you need to talk about? Control those emotions. Back over to you, babe.
And hey, that's Suffering in Silence. That's in our book, Marriage Coaching 101. Daily tools. Again, you can check out the various websites that carry our book for all your purchasing needs. And hey, thank you in advance for your purchase. This is your Authentic Love Marriage Moment with Chaz and my beautiful wife, Alicia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe button, share, tell a friend, that on Thursdays, 8 o'clock, your Authentic Love Marriage Moment is live. All right. Thank you so much. You all have a blessed and wonderful holiday this week, and we will talk to you later.
And don't forget
to authenticate your marriage. All right, everybody. Have a great one.
Bye,
we'll
guys.
Talk to you soon next week. Bye-bye.